Goated game.
Maybe like my favorite game I've played this year.
Oh, really?
It might be my favorite.
Damn.
I don't know. I've played a lot of really good games this year. Like Soma's really good.
Yeah.
I just played a game called Look Outside that was really good. It was like an eldritch horror, cosmic horror.
Oh, cool.
Kind of JRPG Maker style.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's
Nice,
really,
nice.
really good. Yeah, I mean the images of this game. Like,
This looks up my alley.
this is I think you'd really enjoy this game. I mean, look at some of the enemy designs.
Yeah, that's sick.
This
Oh
really
yeah,
fucking
it
cool game.
is like RPG Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool game. I really enjoyed this game a lot too. I just finished this recently. But Final Fantasy Tactics is really good. This was amazing too. The sprite work, it's so cool, and very like fear and hunger coded for lack of better way of explaining it. I know that's very derivative to say that because I know that like
it's the fear and hunger
before it. Yeah, this is like it's
of indie games,
but like just to very easily kind of give you an idea. You know, but I liked it because it kind of rewarded you for being hopeful. And like, there's a lot of people who you meet, and you're like, oh, this guy's gonna fucking kill me.
I like how you search this, and people also search for fear and hunger.
Yeah.
I mean, I it's hard to imagine that it wouldn't have been somewhat kind of, the popularity of Fear and Hunger. I imagine it was maybe, even if not intentionally so, like rubbed off on.
Yeah.
But like because you open up and, you look outside immediately and you fucking die.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, can't look outside. And then it's all very weird, and people approach your door and they knock and they're like, you have to see if you want to talk to them or not.
I've noticed there's, especially this year, I feel, and maybe this is just me noticing it now, but there's been a lot of this kinds of like more existential, cosmic horror, analog horror inspired indie games that have been coming out that have just been fucking killing it. Like the No, I'm Not Human, like that game
that's
that
an
recently
amazing
came
game
out.
too.
Fucking insane. Such an insane game.
Have you played this game? No, I'm Not Human?
No.
Super interesting game. So it was a demo. Well, not a demo, like a short horror game on a anthology Steam collection.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago or a year ago, and it was really popular. So and people were like, it was very odd because it was only about an hour and a half, and it was just a demo. And it got insanely popular because the concept was really unique and the visual style was really strong too. If you could click the images, you'll see.
Yeah, the
some
visuals
of the style
so
is
cool.
It's very intense.
It's kind of like what is it, like full motion video, like FMV styled like visuals, like from the 90s and stuff.
You can click any of the ones where he's like got a gun out or the eyes, or like you can see.
So it's the whole idea of like how like it's the end of the world. The sun is like turned into like a cosmic ray that like kills anyone that's outside, and there are these like quote unquote skinwalkers that are walking around at night. And you're basically in the whole game, you're inside your own house, and you have to either invite people who come to your house to save them or push them away, but you won't know if they're going to kill you or not unless you do like certain number of like tests on them.
But you have to let people in because there's this that one creepy guy who's smiling. If you don't have people in your house, he'll kill you.
Yeah, he'll
and also there's a so the game opens up, you wake up, your neighbor comes over, he's like, hey, you have to keep people in your house, otherwise it's not safe to be alone. You're like, okay. And then obviously right away you start getting knocks on the door, and then you're like, okay, I'll let this guy in, I guess. And then you let them in, and you don't really know right away. You can't check.
Yeah.
Or you have a very limited conversation with them. You can't ask them a lot of questions, and you have to decide, do you let them in? And if you let them in, you go to bed, you wake up the next morning, there's a TV and saying, oh, there's a disaster. These people are infected. Here is a sign they'll be infected. And every day you kind of they tell you a new sign.
It's like, oh, their eyes are red, or they've got dirt under their fingernails. And so every day you have like a certain number of like, I guess, energy points to check the people in your house, or even sometimes yourself, because you can also get infected.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And you have to basically just try and use context clues to figure out, is this person an actual human, or is this guy going to kill me?
Right.
And so as you go on as well, this government agency that's on TV, they start turning up at your door and they start just taking people.
Yeah.
You don't know why. You can't really have a say in it. And if you try and fight back, they just get more aggressive and they just take people.
Yeah.
And so you end up having to really like let a lot of people in and learning their stories. But the main like thing about the game is that you learn these things and you are almost feeling like you're thinking for yourself. But the whole thing is that it tries to make you just kind of be a participant in discrimination.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Because the signs they give you are like, check their teeth. Are they perfect? If they're perfect, they're an alien or a visitor, as they call them. If they have bloodshot eyes, they're a visitor. These are all like really like things that anyone could have, right? Like you half of our eyes are bloodshot because we're fucking tired all the time. It's like, and some of the signs also are used like, they have dirt under their fingernails, you know, stuff that like very, very discriminatory to like, maybe like that could be like working class or.
Yeah. I know there's like a character where like they're a dentist. And so they're like, of course I have perfect white teeth. I'm a dentist. But like, do you believe him?
Yeah. And then also there's tests like, and the tests get more invasive. Like they're like, oh, we need to check your armpits. And so it gets like really kind of, the whole point of it is to make you kind of question, hey, you're just kind of participating in this weird government agency that's telling you to check these things.
Yeah.
And it's really genius in the way that it so quickly makes you kind of throw all of your humanity aside because you're like, well, I need to survive.
Yeah.
And even though I don't trust this government agency, I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
And you're this kind of lunatic who's you slowly are revealed that like, you don't really know what's going on with your family, but you're kind of estranged from them. Or some people theorize you might have like killed your family. And you are known as like the hermit. So everyone in this town knows you're a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah.
And you start kind of becoming, it's really genius in the way that it makes you participate in like just straight up discrimination. And being like kind of ableist towards other people, and then you kind of having to use that context to question like, what the fuck is going on in this world?
Yeah.
Are they even visitors? Because the visitors in this game, they don't know they're visitors, right? But they'll kill people at night.
Yeah.
So you know,
I think the most
really
genius thing as well that's like really subtle is the fact that every person who shows up to your door is like sitting in the uncanny valley. Like they all
look fucking weird,
slightly off.
Right.
So you can't tell just from how they look because every character in this game looks slightly fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's even more so. You're just like, okay, you can't just be like, oh, you look fucked up, so therefore you're probably a visitor. No, everyone looks fucked up.
But then it absolutely tries to use your discrimination that you probably have in your head. Like, there'll be a guy that he's like he loots from dead bodies and he looks like absolutely fucking unhinged.
Yeah.
And of course, your first thought is, I don't want this fucking guy in my house.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously he might be totally fine.
Yeah.
And so it's like you have to, it really challenges you how you kind of view the world. But, you know, you very quickly kind of end up participating, which is super, you know, it is what it is really.
Yeah.
And it points in the game, you get given like an envelope where you can almost give this to someone to have the government agency come and collect them.
Right.
So you even more so get involved in kind of participating in it. It's really interesting.
Okay.
And,
really cool game.
It's so interesting because even on just like a surface level of what the gameplay is, it's really interesting. But then the deeper like kind of aspects of the game are really fascinating as well. It's such a cool game.
Yeah. Recommended.
And yeah, it's very, you know, it's like a 5-6 hour game.
Okay.
You can replay it a bunch as well. There's a bunch of cool
10
endings that I didn't
right?
get. Yeah, so many cool endings. And it's, some characters are set whether they'll be a visitor or not. But a lot of them are like could be either or on each playthrough. Right. So there's a lot of replayability, and they all have really interesting stories.
Yeah, that sounds like right up my alley and super interesting.
Yeah. If you love like the whole like analog horror shit as well, like
yeah, I mean, I love cosmic horror.
Yeah.
The only type of horror I like.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll like have someone come in your house and they'll tell you a story about something horrible that happened, and then another character will come in, maybe like days later, or like in your playthrough, it'll be hours, and he'll give you like he'll tell a story, and you're like, huh, sounds like you were there for the other side of this person's story. Like there's one guy who was a cab driver and he's like, oh, my dad got beaten half to death from a customer. And then this mobster comes in later on. He's like, yeah, I beat this taxi driver to death because he looked at me the wrong way. And he's a piece of shit. And you're like, okay, it's pretty fucking...
So is he a visitor or is he just a piece of shit human? Like,
and they all have really interesting stories and you know, some of them are really kind of bizarre and just unhinged or really like sad. Like, you know, there's like a kindergartner teacher that's looking for her kids and she's like absolutely, you know, not doing okay.
Yeah.
And at some point in the conversation, if you talk with her, she might grab your gun and shoot herself.
Yeah.
It's kind of all unhinged.
Also,
like
the soundtrack is fucking terrifying in this game.
Yeah,
too.
the music is very haunting.
The music is so haunting. Really good game.
Really cool game. Hope the devs keep making interesting games because it's a really cool concept.
I just love seeing like the indie scene, especially like the indie horror scene, just like come out with so many like just unique games like this.
You know, it's good. We AAA gaming is great too, but indie gaming has also been so fucking amazing right now.
For sure.
And
is AAA gaming great?
you know, I think
what even is a AAA game anymore?
we get some absolute bangers, but we get some real stinkers. But indies, you know, there's just so many games that it's so easy to find these amazing hidden gems that offer these really cool experiences that are quite short.
It's like I've been playing like I've been playing a bit of Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good.
It's good.
Yeah. I haven't started
It is
yet.
a triple A game.
What do you want to say,
It
Garm?
is good. It is a good AAA game that I've played many times before. And
Right.
at this point, it's just comfort. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like we're going through a stage right now where I remember back in the day where you're like, okay, AAA game, it's got to be a shooter. You know, it's got to be some kind of shooter. Now it's just like, okay, here is open worlds. Here is a mechanic to deal with open world. Here are some objectives to go to. Do the objectives. And that is it. Like, I do think Ghost of Yotei, very cinematic, beautiful as fuck game. Holy shit, is the game beautiful. The action gameplay is very fun. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just listing off like fucking talking points at this point. You know?
Right.
Cinematic.
We are both sponsored to play.
Yeah, we were
as
both
well.
sponsored to play.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I understand what you mean, where it's like it's got all the bells and whistles, but
Yeah.
nothing is really gripping you.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's why these indie horror games are so cool sometimes, because they have such a strong concept.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. And then the world is so interesting.
Yeah. Like, I think the difference between like playing something like this and playing like something like Expedition 33, which, you know, I think that's more classed as like a AA game rather than a AAA.
Yeah.
In terms of like how many people worked on it.
Yeah.
But just the concept and the hook of it, and obviously, you know, Expedition 33 was doing something totally unique in terms of its, you know, approach to like gameplay and turn-based combat and stuff like that. Whereas Ghost of Yotei, I feel like I have played this game many times before. It is a polished game.
Yeah, it's like the most solid 8 out of 10 ever.
Yeah,
like
right.
you will not be disappointed by anything, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be like the best thing
Life-changing.
you've ever
Yeah,
played in
right.
your
which
life.
which
Yeah.
reminds me of like why I didn't finish Ghost of Tsushima, which I also really enjoyed as well. I just didn't finish it, and I think I've realized with a lot of these AAA games, what is the determiner about whether I finish it or not is, do I like the story?
Yeah.
Because if I don't like the story too much, then there's not enough to keep me coming back before the next open world AAA title comes out.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima started off really strong in terms of story, I think. But like once it opened up to the rest of the island, I was kind of just like, all right, it's the same thing again. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of like, I finished it, but I was like, by the end of it, I wasn't as satisfied as I was hoping
Yeah.
I would be.
I also just don't think I enjoy console gaming much anymore.
Right.
I don't know.
Why?
I just don't like playing on the PlayStation.
Really?
I don't enjoy it.
What's the difference?
Because you can't stream it.
Yeah.
No, I like the PC. I don't know. I just like being able to tweak everything and get it the way I like it and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad something like Ghost of Yotei exists because it's something where I don't have to feel pressure to stream it. Well, I feel like, you know, unique experiences do better on stream, right? Whereas this is literally turn my brain off, brain do brain thing, and
Be badass samurai.
it does feel bad because I do feel like I am just consuming now. You know, I am just consuming this
Well,
thing.
because I think it's not pushing anything new.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything that like really gets you excited. It's
Yeah.
just it does everything very good.
Yeah.
Which is so weird that could be almost like a negative in a sense. You're like, man, I don't feel anything about this.
Yeah. Right. And
I understand what you mean. I feel the same way. It's like when they like remade like Ratchet and Clank. It's like, okay. I mean, it looks amazing and I'm sure the gameplay is great, but you're just kind of nothing exciting.
Yeah,
It's
we've
nothing
been
new.
here before kind
Yeah,
of deal,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which is why I love kind of, you know, playing those games like there's No I'm Not Human or like Look Outside. 'Cause it's like, at least it's like, it's trying to do something or tell a story that's in at least a world that hasn't been explored or something like this. Right? That's like cosmic horror is so interesting.
Yeah.
And so much potential for it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know, obviously they can also, you know, indie studios and indie devs can take a lot of risks.
Yeah,
And they can
I-
tell stories that, you know, these kind of studios can't really tell.
I think
is-
risk is a big thing because you know when you get up to like any entertainment industry, when we get to the AAA blockbuster productions, you do have a short list of stuff that you need to hit in order to
Yeah.
appeal and get as many sales as you
Appeal to the
possibly
largest
can.
crowd as possible.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
and in a sense that limits the type of not only type of gameplay you can get away with, the type of stories you can tell, the type of, you know, the type of approach you have to a game in general. Which is why I feel like when you do have a big budget production that does do something new, I think that should be really fucking celebrated because that just means that there is many people are taking risks on this at a high enough level. And it is a very, very rare case that you do get a AAA production that is willing enough to do something new, which is why, I don't know when the last time this happened, but the last time it felt like it happened to me was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Seeing just a whole new approach to open world gameplay. And that was just, I feel like that was like, that's why I hold it as like in such high esteem, just because I know how rare for something like that to happen, especially in this modern day where it does feel like
we're spoiled as well.
Huh?
We're spoiled as well.
Yeah, we are spoiled.
We are spoiled.
So doing an 8 out of 10 almost nowadays, I'm like, is that good enough to warrant playing it?
Yeah.
I'll just go and play Fortnite every day. I mean, it's like how do you stand out now?